How are you, Stephen? Welcome back to the show, brother.
It's always good to be on the Italian radio show with Gattulo, Morano, Piscopo, Scaramucci's coming on, Mario Perillo, Steve Adubato. You got to let someone who's Irish on the show, Joe. I'm telling you.
Rai. Welcome to Rai Radio. It's the same thing, I know. Hey,
We're
Steve,
the only ones
man.
who got that because that's an Italian station that my grandmother used to listen to and forced us to listen to. That's how we learned Italian.
Right, exactly right. Steve, welcome back. Steve, Emmy Award-winning anchor on PBS, author, the host of The Leadership Hour, Sundays on AM970. The Edge, a longtime friend from Bloomfield Avenue, baby. Hey, Steve, what's happening in Newark? And so Mayor Ross Baraka.
Mayor Baraka just got married, by the way. Just want to confirm
did he go on
that.
Ellen? Did he go on Ellen?
Every
with
mayor,
Court?
former mayor of Newark has to talk about their love life.
I know. What was that? He got married, but he's giving away free money. He's doing that pitch now?
I didn't hear about the free money thing, but if that's true, I'm going down to Broad Street in Newark.
You get a VIG. That free money when we were growing up was called a VIG on Bloomfield Avenue.
The VIG was 5-10%. What are you going to do?
In an envelope. Hey, how are you?
Why don't we leave that alone, Joe? I'm a former state legislator in New Jersey, and I didn't know anything about that.
You know, it's all about repentance. That's what I'm on the radio for, Steve.
That's why we're Catholic.
That's exactly right. Bless me,
And
Father.
guilt. But go ahead, Joe. Come on, let's talk about Cory Booker. Let's talk about marijuana, legal marijuana in New Jersey. Let's talk about the president, who I'm rooting for every day and wishing that he could stay, as I like to say, inside the goalpost. He's out in Ohio. He's talking about what the auto industry needs to do. My opinion, you didn't ask. I know you're a fan. I know you have a special inside relationship with the First Lady.
No.
Let me just say, you don't go after a dead guy who's a war hero because they didn't thank you after the funeral. Just my opinion. He stepped on his lead, which was a good lead yesterday. My opinion.
I said early on is Frank Sinatra, a man who we both have an intense admiration for, the great Sinatra said, the greatest revenge is massive success, and you're not. You can't get more successful than being the president of the United States. And whatever he has, I agree. He should just bury that with the late great John McCain. Listen, I didn't understand McCain's views on anything politically, but I'm
not even talking about politics.
Yeah,
and by the way, Sinatra's a great example. Remember when they said Sinatra was washed up, he'd never do anything again?
Twice.
Hollywood turned its back on him. I'm sure he had horrible feelings about Bing Crosby. Remember Kennedy went to Bing Crosby's and said, "This is too much inside stuff." Instead of Sinatra's place, he was angry, but he kept it to himself.
Yeah, but it's a good point. Hey, so what's the legalization of marijuana, please? Legalization of marijuana.
So legalization of marijuana in New Jersey, in my opinion.
Yes,
my opinion.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's going to happen, and I'll tell you why.
Wow.
There are a lot of Democrats, right? A lot of Democrats who were supportive of Phil Murphy when he was running for governor, who he has a good relationship with, who are voting against this. Yes, many Republicans, virtually all of them are voting against it, but the Democrats have control of both houses of the legislature in New Jersey. You should be able to get this done. In my opinion, Governor Murphy's not going to be able to get it done because there are certain Democrats, like Senator in Newark, Ron Rice, who's been there forever, argues that legalization of marijuana is in fact wrong because he thinks it'll hurt his community, the African-American community in Newark. There are many other Democrats who are going to vote against this on the grounds of moral grounds or the grounds that they think it's a health problem. He doesn't have the votes in the Senate or the Assembly, and I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of hope. I mean, you and me, we're like, you're a young dad. I'm not, but I'm a dad of young children. And I tell you, worries me. I think it's a gateway drug. I don't want to be too dramatic about it. But, and Steve, help me out here. Once if and when they legalize marijuana, I've said this time and time again, all the quote unquote tax money you're going to get, it's just going to maintain the bureaucracy the way tolls do on the turnpike and the parkway. They don't help anything. They don't fix the roads. It's just the bureaucracy gets bigger and bigger. We never see any of the money. It's like where's the lottery money for crying out? Where's all the money that Atlantic City has made?
I hear you, Joe. I hear you, and I have very mixed feelings about the marijuana thing. I'm not saying that I'm convinced it's the wrong thing to do, but when someone tells me it worked out in Colorado or in some other state that's totally unlike New Jersey, I'm like, look, the money, the tax revenue, I'm thinking, that's not New Jersey. We do not have a history of taking that revenue and putting it directly to use to help people in a way that we can identify. There's not that history. It gets lost, as you said, in the bureaucracy.
Yes.
But again, my opinion, the governor said he doesn't believe in what he calls transactional politics, like getting in there and making a deal. I'm thinking, well, that's what you do when you're a chief executive, whether a corporation or a governor or the president. You got to make deals. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's called getting things done.
Steve, I want to just talk about generally. I don't want to put you on the spot, but give us the insight on Corey's love life. It goes on Ellen.
What do I know about Corey?
You know everything about everybody in New Jersey. You are the guy.
Last weekend with my wife. Stop.
What was that? So did you know he was with Rosario Dawson? I mean, did I
know?
Were you aware of that, or are they?
Was I aware?
Some are insinuating, and we both have a great. And I'm gonna tick off. I'll tick off you listening. I know, and I apologize for that. But some of us have a long-standing respect and affection for Cory Booker because he is a good guy. Politically,
I do.
You may not agree. He's been a long-time friend, and he is a good guy. And I know I'm going to get into trouble for that. I've never seen him with.
Why would you get? Hold on, Joe.
Yeah.
You are an independent thinker who says what you believe, who tries to back it up. You and I are great friends, and we agree and disagree on a whole range of issues. We agree that Cory Booker is a decent person trying to do the right thing. My opinion, talking about your love life, when in fact that has been an issue for some for many years, just at the time when you're running for president, my view, of a guy I like and respect, it's not a good look.
Boy, you put that beautifully. Talk about Mr.
Diplomacy.
Mr. Diplomacy. Very well said. Steve, tell me about this too. I love Steve Sweeney, Senator Sweeney. He's the head of the Senate.
Now, his love life is a whole other story. I'm joking. Steve, I know you're listening. I'm joking.
Every time I go to Steve Sweeney, I think he's going to wrestle me to the ground.
He's an iron worker with the big, like the monster hands.
And listen, this is Joe talking. This is Joe talking.
Why you mention the Senate President Steve Sweeney?
Well, because every time he looks over, every time I see him behind Governor Murphy, Al and I always laugh about it. He looks like he's going to take down the governor in a second.
You've seen The Godfather too many times. Hey, listen.
Difficult, not impossible. Can you tell? Hey, Governor Murphy will not see the new year. I mean,
He's not Senator Geary either. But I got to say this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. These are too many. My wife is listening. She got our kids going to school right now. She goes, I can't miss you and Joe. She'll call me and say, listen, why did you do it again? Why so many inside jokes? Speak for everyone else. So,
why start
Steve Sweeney and Governor Murphy, in my opinion, continue not to like each other. Their politics very different. In my view, the Sweeney-Murphy rift is not just personal on some level. It is the future of the Democratic Party. Are the Democrats going to be more moderate, middle of the road, rational, Sweeney, or are they going to be toward the left, very far to the left? Murphy, Ocasio-Cortez, thank you for losing the deal in New York with all the jobs and everything else that's wonderful with Amazon. But I'm not a fan of that wing of the party. I'm not.
Yeah, it's interesting because Steve is
I'm a capitalist, Joe. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and you're not wrong because Steve Sweeney is very, very matter of fact. And the governor, by the way, you know what's tough about Governor Murphy? He's such a nice guy, Steve. He's such a nice guy.
And a wonderful first lady as well, and Tammy Murphy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Politics, in my view, is a lot of it. Listen, the New Green Deal, I know you didn't ask about it. A lot of those progressive views, free college, the New Green Deal. When you have a conversation about the economics of it and the money, it gets hard for people. And meaning it's not an honest conversation. And for some of us who grew up working class and our family budget is what we lived on and understood, and we still do today, I don't appreciate that conversation. Talk to me about how you're going to pay for it. That's not a Republican point of view. It's a responsible point of vio.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. And Governor, 2 years, couple of years, what do you think? Who's going to win? Now, we know John Bramnick, who does a great job, Mr. Leader down there on the Republican side.
Great guy.
He is John's a great guy. What do you think will happen in the gubernatorial race? And now Steve Sweeney will not primary Governor Murphy, will he, Steve? Long pause, Mr. Adubato, Dr. Adubato, excuse me. That's it. You think that Steve Sweeney, head of the Senate, may just primary in the Democratic side, Governor Murphy, huh?
Glad you asked about my Sunday 2 p.m. show on AM970 called The Leadership Hour.
Difficult,
no,
not
do
impossible.
I think it could happen? I think it could happen.
Wow.
I think it's unlikely. It has happened before. I think if the Murphy-Sweeney rift is not resolved in the next year, and they don't find some common ground,
I love this. Yeah.
Steve Sweeney's going to ask himself, what do I have to lose?
I know. And people love Steve. They love Steve Sweeney. Hey, and we love you, Steve.
Again, I respect Sweeney, but remember, once you become a candidate, everything is different, as opposed to when they think you might be a candidate.
You're right. The Leadership Hour, Sundays on AM 970, The Answer. Are you still taking out the garbage, brother? You are. You're such a good husband. You really are.
I missed it. They came too early the other day. Jennifer, I'm sorry. I will pick it up tomorrow, Friday. I will take care of the garbage at 4:30 in the morning.
Steve Adubato, the Adubato family has done so much for the less fortunate in the great city of Newark, New Jersey. Thank you for being part of that great legacy. My love to your family, my love to your parents, and my love to you, my dear friend. And we'll see you soon, and come back anytime.
All my best. Give my best to Scaramucci.
Yeah, I will for sure. Thank you, Steve, and take care of yourself. Dr. Steve Adubato. Don't forget, Sundays, the Leadership Hour, AM 970, The Answer. Another Italian, Susie Sarro.
Yeah.
It's so funny.